morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you welcome back to the Peter Plans for Return to the Manor of Madness estate within the Darkest Dungeon. And now with our third building completely and fully upgraded. And thus, I am locking in even more traits. It's cost me quite a bit of money, but I'm making my team, you, my watcher, unbeatable. For Jack K. Anderson, I am locking in, if I recall correctly, Warrior of Light for his extra damage. Probably also lock in Precise Striker to make him truly a champion and damage Crusader. Because for oomph, then I might just lock in him as, if he ever gets it, tough. And then we have hard-skinned and tough on one guy. I know currently that is on Jack A. Anderson. It's certainly not a bad trait, don't get me wrong. But I kind of want to be able to have that distinction between the two of them, if that is at all possible. So that's what I'm doing. For Nefelendro, well, of course I am locking in that Precise Striker that was on her. Plus extra crit chance. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Because that extra, the quirk almost does 2/3 extra. That is severe. And for Jack Douglas over here, I'm locking in quick reflexes. I've also been upgrading a few of our people that are going out. Can I still do that? Yes, of course, because our lower members are going out, and they're going to go on a long dungeon. So I'm happy to have Frelius out there, together with Donald, Mystique, and Dawkin. Because we have no stress healer, I have decided to go with a bit of a different setup. We're not going to do as strong heals as normal, but I just wanted to have, well, I don't want to have the stress piled up anywhere because we have no way of curing it. Absolutely none. So only one trinket or no trinket with stress was allowed. No stress extra, no stress extra, 10 stress extra, and then 10 stress extra. So, not so much. Means severely reduced heals, but you know what, actually I'm going to set this up differently, I just realized. It will mean that Dawkin over here might get a little bit more struck, but do it like this, and then, where is our Book of Sanity? There we go, we have 2 of them nowadays. We have more than enough trinkets, so, as you can see, we can always sell a few if we want to. And yes, Dawkin is going to keep his demonic pull, because we have no corpse clear and what have you not. And except that we're going into the wheel, so let me also do for Dawkin. Where are you, Mr. Dawkin? Oh, you're on the top, of course. You are going to get some extra sacrificial stab. Because there is definitely part of these guys in here that are eldritch. And this, I mean, it doesn't apply a bleed. I constantly think that it applies a bleed because of all the blood you can see here, but it doesn't. And then I thought there was some synergy with Mystique over here, but it isn't. Alright, let's do it like this. Let's provision. Oh, that's one too many. That is all the torchlight we ever need, because most of the time we throw them already away, so let's do it like this. I also should check if we have the right camping skills. We have at least one way to prevent the nighttime ambush. Yeah, let's keep it with that then. Herbs for extra food if need be. Speaking of food, let's take some with us. And we all have been over preparing in food, even with the extra eating from the Raider's Talisman. So let's not do that again. It's 10 for one event, 10 for the other, and then normally it's 4, so it should be 5. So 1 extra food, and now we have 2 times a feast, and I have stepped off the always have a feast, so you know what, let's do 10, consider that, 5, and then, yeah, we need 1 more, so 1 more food is all we're going to take extra with us. There are quite a few blights in here. Could be a few bleeds, not too many. Keys. Embark! And if you're wondering, where did the other crests go? They went into the survivalist, trying to, well, improve her a little bit, making it cheaper to get new survival skills. Because certainly not everyone on the roster has full camping skills just yet.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably have to go into this core. Oh! This is a pretty one-way dungeon. That's pretty good if you need to complete 100% of room battles. Nice dodge, Fidelius, thank you. There is our already on first activation with our herbs. Well, that statue I really like. That food is convenient. I don't think this needs anything. Actually, perhaps it does need a key? There's a key lock on the front. Yeah, probably it did. Ooh, surprise still, thank you. Despite the fact that I kind of neglected there to increase the light. Oh, shoot. Your blight resistance isn't that high. 3 damage, so you are dead, as are you. Okay, both of those are dead. And then with a pull, this guy should also be dead. Alright, one web coming our way. We dodge it. You are dead. I would say a death by feet, considering we killed 3 of them. Goodbye. Whoa. And already we are come across the issue of we don't have room for this. Yeah, pop it. Alright, let's see how far our scout goes. Not too far, but we know we need to go this way anyways, because there's a room battle over there. So let's go. Just 1 damage off. Can happen.
Executed with impunity.
Yes, indeed. Weakening curse.
Give them no quarter.
That was an easy kill. Are we going to do this again? No, we have more than enough food. Oh, Mystique. You're hearing some message in there from Magneto. More light? Less surprising. That's annoying. Or, better say, unfortunate. Kill the guy in the back. And kill this guy? No, too bad. But the blight will help. If applied. Yes, it is. And this guy is dead as well. Alright, we're gonna have 1 bite. That is not problematic. That's too low of a damage to even consider to be a problem. We do 1 damage so that he will die. Actually, I should have used the other ability because Weakening Curse does more than the Hex. Kinda stupid that these little spiders can give stress when, well, we already clearly kinda won.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We don't need the stress relief, we need the heal.
Great is the
Goodbye.
that cuts on its own.
Another scout, do we need to go to this room or not? Yes, we do. That's too bad. Would like to have avoided that, to go all this way out and then backtrack, but well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Yes, and which one we are? Well, we will decide on that, huh? There's a good chance to kill one of them, and that is what we do. I'm surprised that we do not get any stress relief from this, because we're killing maggots. Surely they fall more or less in the same category as spiders. Ooh. Thanks that we get a statue for that. That seems like a good trait. Here is a little tougher fight. And too much blight resistance to consider that a good idea. So let's do this first. And this is one I would love to be able to, well, pull something forward, for instance, but that would be a bad idea because they would just go escape clouding on us. And that would become a disadvantage.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, so for that matter, lower the dodge so that we will be quite capable of hitting you a little later. Groping swipe, will be fine. Because the Carpus idol that we have here for Ferelius, and we also almost always equip on Froy, 25% max HP. That's the highest HP bonus you can get. So, I'm like, why bother with trying anything else? Because the only other one that does it is the Ancestral Bottle, and that gives plus 10 stress. So, yeah, Demon Pool. That will be all if you hit. Good!
Destroy them all.
Rend for the Old Gods will go to Donald. Probably start the process of blighting you, considering you have protections and you don't. Too bad. I knew he has resistance, but still. I have to take him down some sort of way. And we are still doing well health-wise, but I still don't feel compelled to start healing with Dawkin. Rend the Marked? Yes, but we've lowered your damage, and I'm kinda happy for that. There we go, a little bit of a heal. Ooh, 1 damage off, but that will be alleviated by Mystique.
Maintain the offensive.
Rend for the Old Gods again. Nice dodge. Oh, you are about to die. You know it. Goodbye. Seen that before, still not interested in it.
They can be beaten.
We need money, that's what we are here for, and for nothing else. That's not entirely true, but it's mainly true. We definitely need also not... Perhaps we should camp out not too long from now, so we can get the bonus scout from Mystique. Her night moves active. I wouldn't mind that. In fact, that seems really good. I'll probably camp out in this room. Have one more battle, and then we will at least done 5 rooms. That would be a bit early, but it's mainly to get the night moves effective. Okay, we'll take it.
A handsome reward.
Too bad. I had hoped for something else. Another statue or something. Now I will just consider it a party-wide heal. Which is still good for 1 healing herb, but could have been better. Considering we are just about to make camp, I'm not gonna increase the light, but now I wish I had, because yowza this fight. Oh wow, didn't even apply the blight on one of them. That is not good enough with your stress. I have no idea what you tried to tell me, but I'm sure it was important. There you go. If we pull him forward, we might just do enough damage to kill him. Ooh. You rarely miss with a Rabbit Rush, so I was surprised by that. Well, get the madman. There we go. I think he's dead. Yep, he is. That is awesome. In that case, just stun this creature. And that also kills him, which is awesome. And start applying the blight to you. Because you had lower blight resistance already. Rabbit rush again. Ow. I would prefer that to be a thing of the past. Well, at least some stress relief for that.
Death waits
What?
for the slightest lapse in
Okay, apparently Dawkin is a magnet for dogs. But just not in the right way. Oh. That's also a bad heal. Oh well. Now we kind of need to camp out just to make sure that Dawkin survives. Good stun. And we kind of need a kill, so yeah. Next room. And then we're going to say, Dawkin, we're going to rest for your stress and for your health. Empty, but alright.
Nature herself, a victim to spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Not a problem. Alright.
In the dark, the battle may yet be won.
Unfortunately, however, it is going to be Unspeakable Commune. And then it's going to be nighttime moves. And now we need to see if we can lower the stress in some sort of way. This is increasing stress. So, no. Just heal him up a little. And I guess we're going to do resupply and all that stuff. I mean, let's try. Federales didn't really like that gallows humor, but that was mainly effective. It was a net positive, let me put it that way. A little bit of extra food. Alright. We are the flame! Oh, I said I would click less through it, and that's what I tried to do there, but I am a little bit unfamiliar with it, so did not do that entirely correctly. Quite keen on throwing that away if need be. Stun you! No stress. Not allowed within this dungeon. And pull would not be good for anything, so weakening curse. Rend for the old gods, alright. A little bit of a bleed, but that's not a problem. Bump in the night, not a problem. Certainly if it misses. And by the way, yes, you are correct. I actually equipped the Overture box on Donald. Because I thought we don't have a true tank. I kind of want to do that before we have trouble with such a matter. This team isn't a super composition, as you may already have surmised.
Impressive.
There we go.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
There's a scout. Good. That scout will also go back so that we are sure that there is no secret room there. The only disadvantage now I have is I'm beginning to fear for my amount of shovels. Like, did we bring enough to handle everything? You! Get forward! You are going to be targeted by nasty people. Because these nasty people, these two ladies are going to kill you. Actually, this one lady is going to kill you. And how much blight do you have? 3. You apply 2. If you do 3 damage, you can't. Alright. Unless, of course, you crit. So I should have targeted... Oh well. He is starting to get a problem. He had to do stumbling scratch because, well, he was in the 3rd position. There's a little bump in the night. It's dead, and I think he is pretty freaking low, but I am going to heal up first. We just need a little bump on him, and actually, why don't we get a double kill?
yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Would also not mind replacing the Jade, because it's most of the time not that good, but... You know, I did that with the wrong character because it... Oops. Oh well. Can't win them all. I hope I just didn't... well... luck myself out of a nice statue. Apply that blight. Apply that. That is 2 taken care of. 3 taken care of. And I won't be able to kill this, but I will be able to remove its dodge chance so that... Oh, we have a good chance of hitting it. A whip. Oh, as long as it isn't a crit. Because a crit would give stress, which is the only problem here. Goodbye. Well, not by you, but... by Misty. Good. A statue.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Lazy eye and slow draw. Both bad. Oh, a terrible presence felt nearby. That doesn't sound good. And another shovel need. There's the secret room. At least we didn't know, sure we didn't miss out on it, but that is a little bit scary. The amount of stress that is on Ferelius, and simply the fact that we have no more shovels after this. A
singular strike.
Unfortunately, it does still do no damage, so that does not help. But this will help. Killing you, and if we pull the other guy to the front, he may only have rushed shot available. It's unfortunately still a blanket fire. He is dead next turn.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Not a problem regarding the fact that Iron took that. Ow. Yeah, let's just heal up our tank, so to speak. And let's have you protect me. And let's try and kill this guy.
Eradicated.
Alright, a shank, but we have extra protections and dodge, so that's pretty good. And you have protections as well, but not a lot of dodge, so your damage output is more important than your dodge. Ooh, resisted a debuff. Well, let's see if he also resists a stun. No, he doesn't. Very good. Yeah, he's dead.
Annihilated.
Nice amount of crits. And look at that cash.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It was the next corridor, right? Yeah, before I was an idiot and bypassed just the secret room. There we go. Eat a little bit. That's fine by me. Don't walk on the thing. 70% chance. I'm going to chance it. Woo! Thank you. Good on you, Ferelius. Yeah, let's do it. Fortunately, not exactly what I want, but you know what? Let's eat up a little bit. Dawkins has really been the damage dealer that he wants to be in this dungeon. Unfortunately full, but I guess we can... dropping 1 food isn't that bad. There we go. Let's use a key.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Here, 1 food, 1 herb. Acceptable. Yeah, let's go. Continuing onwards. And we still have a few things that we can definitely throw away. I've again brought too much anti-venom. I'm too scared of blight, apparently. That's weird. We just gave everybody food, and now they're like complaining we're hungry? Nah, something fishy's about here. It has a lock on it, yeah, so it's definitely good to use a key on those things. Now we know. Good dodge. It's also your fault that we didn't know about the trap because you are the scouter. So if we fail to see it, it's your fault, Mystique.
Only the strength to follow it.
Ooh. They are definitely going to try and...
Masterfully executed.
Going to try and probably get Ferellis here to get super stressed. Dead. Alright, that's at least one of them. And pull you forward so that at least you will be in a more suitable position for the next turn. Nice dodge, thank you so much. Another dodge. And you have a stumbling scratch because you are in a very awkward position. First you, because you tend to be quick. But we do have the Florin, which is also keeping up with this business. You will get 2 damage per turn, so it's better to hit you with this dagger, because if we did the flashing daggers, it wouldn't have... There was a good chance we would not do enough damage. But you need to guarantee that kill, in my opinion. Lower that damage. Run for the old gods. The bleed is the bleed. Not important enough to really be stressed about or use the bandage for. Despite what Ferellius claims. They're both dead. How wonderful. But let's just, you know, get kills for the stress relief.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Let's do it like this. And don't forget, we still have a camp that we can use. Alright. Our last key.
Packs laden with loot.
Good amount of gold.
Been low on supplies.
Hi, Collector. I did not wish to see you, to be honest. Can you stun him? You have a good chance and you actually succeed. That's awesome. I think we're going to go actually with stacking the blind debuff on him. And lowering his dodge, I think? Oh, he has 0 dodge, so it doesn't really matter. Then probably the damage, actually. Yeah, we don't have enough damage as this team to kinda undo him quickly. Yeah, that is unfortunately a resist to the stun, but that was expected. There we go. At least we're applying tons and tons of blight on this buddy. 12 damage per turn. That is significant. And also lower his dodge. And mark him for if he goes into the back end of dagger throw of the sticks becomes available to hit him. Yeah, you may have done your collect call, but our thrown dagger is going to F you up. At least that is what I hoped. Actually, yes it did. We have now you dead if we stun the healer, and we do. How wonderful. I don't think it doesn't matter where you stand regarding the amount, if you can do head games or not. So let's just do lower damage of their damage dealer. Goodbye, Collector, and thank you for your contribution to our funds. And that won't help. So let's just get rid of the healer. Except that we didn't, but good effort. That removes your protections, but let's once again get rid of the healer first, now that she's low anyways. And that's a little bit of stress relief, which we could use. And let's lower your damage just once more. There we go, minus 60% damage. That makes the headhunt a bit of a pinprick. Such a measly little dagger doesn't do much for us anymore, and I think you are completely screwed, because I think you cannot do anything else but protection. Yeah, you have to pass. So, on you. And heal up. And do the damage. Yeah, I know you bleed, but that's not a problem. There we go. Once again, thank you for your contribution. Let's replace the anti-venoms. There we go. Collector down as well. That went smoother than I had expected, to be fairly honest. We have no... Ooh. Luckily, that was not a true disease. Let's try this again. Good. Ferelius is slowly removing all the stress. Thanks to traps and what have you not. Ooh, that was a little too quick on that torch, but we have enough anyways. Yeah, please. Please do. Like this then. Going to take the statue with me. That is a guarantee. Ooh, this is a bit of an annoying team against them. Lots of protections. Very little ways that we can do good damage to them. We don't have abyssal artillery. Stun you, try to prevent that mocked going off. And kill. Good. There's a rabbit rush. Alright, well, can't prevent everything, but he has a harmless swipe, being in the wrong position that he is. Let's stun you for the moment. Seeing we also cannot even reach in the back. There we go. Kill the dog. And let's try and kill you. There we go. Awesome. Isn't it, by the way, very interesting to see that our cultist, when he does his motions, his... well, octopus grab arm is red, and when the enemy does it, is a green-blue hue. Doesn't that, by virtue of the color codes of the cinematic world, mean that we are the evil guys and they are the good guys? Something to think about. Alright. Take that cash. Want the money. You know what? We don't need the torches anymore. Not really. Because we can camp out. Let's just light it.
Gains purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Trapped. Well, no problem. Alright, let's go. Another trap for us to try and disarm. That has gone exceptionally well, considering that we only have 70%. And there actually comes the last torch, just to have full light before we go in.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
That's indeed excellent, Ferelius. I agree.
gore in blood.
And another type fight that was quite similar to the last one we just did. There we go. I did this wrong. Because he moves forward. Can't reach it. You have to be very lucky with this blight hitting. Resisted. That is very unfortunate. Did that wrong. there's the escape cloud with possible blight. Yes, indeed, but then again, we're at the end of the dungeon, so HP damage becomes less and less important. Alright, kill this thing. Stun one of them. Ooh, nice crit. Thank you. And pull this guy forward. Again. So that he is going to have a harmless swipe, I thought, but then again, apparently I'm messing up a little bit in the end of the dungeon, because now he's going to do escape cloud and he won't be in that position, so pointless pull. But it is a damage ability. How many heals has actually Dawkins done in this dungeon? 1 or 2? Like, very little. I didn't keep track of it, but wow. We have done actually very little in the form of healing. Why did I actually try and do that? Because I just had him stunned. He had the most resistances, but luckily he is dead anyways. And let's lower your damage. The stress on the team is also very, very little. Certainly considering that we have absolutely no stress healer on the team. Not even in the way of a Crusader, for instance, with a small heal, or we only have a self-stress heal in Absolution. That's it. We don't have any ways to stress heal, so all the stress heal that we've done is off crits, which is amazing. So you now have minus 64% damage. Doesn't really matter probably because yep, you are dead. We can't even take the coin with us. Yeah, do it like this. Wow, and one more room battle to go, actually. When the sack is empty, it's really empty. Not even an antiquarian can do something about that. You are stunned. And you are not dead. Sorry. Preliminary. That was preliminary. There you go. Nice crit. Stress is very low. That's good to see. We don't have a shovel. Let's not go poking in the grave because that can give us a disease and that would be really bogus. This long dungeon may have us see us do only one camp. And again this type of fight. Which is just not really good for this team, but a devastating blow. Oh, well, I was thinking I will pull this guy into a harmless swipe region, but no. Not a chance. Whoa, that was a lot of damage for against such a creature with protections. It's only 15%, but still. Marked, that's fine. Rend the marked. Oh no. Well, it does have a higher crit chance, I think, as well, so there is a good reason for, well, doing a little bit of protection. There we go. And lower his damage. Yeah, that's problematic, huh? When you can't actually reach the target you need to reach that is marked. But you can... I wonder if it then still works, because he cannot hit the target that's actually marked. But he is doing rent for the mark, so... And fail? I don't know. As there's a chance to kill you, I can't reach you there. So... Let's just lower your damage into the insignificant side of things. Actually, with minus 60% damage as you do still 5 damage is amazing. We're actually getting a little hurt. But then again, once again, end of the dungeon doesn't really matter. As long as we don't hit a death's door and get all kinds of stressed, it doesn't matter. But just to be sure we don't hit that, let's not heal you. I should not have done it, because then all the heals Dawkins would have done would have been probably okay. And now it was just a shitty heal at the end. Well, that was the end of the dungeon. I was just about to say, because we did a 100% dungeon, I believe. Yep, 100% dungeon, including secret room.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
And let us see what we collect out of this apprentice level dungeon. I think quite a bit of gold, certainly considering that it is an apprentice level dungeon. Oh, dear me, yes indeedy. We were focused on the money, and that we got. No heirlooms, but 37,000 cash is good. One person to level 3, light sensitive. Oh, that needs to get... No way. Lurker! Dawkin, you're really getting some odd quirks there. You're becoming something of an entire different type of bag.
Evidence of excessive exertions must be made scarce. After all, appearances must be maintained.
Any evidence of excessive exertions must be made scarce. If you don't get that, look at the picture. And the text below. Bedsheets and pillowcases gleam white on the line. Their lascivious history easily erased, unlike the conscience of those who sullied them. Yeah. You might want to consider, I think it's an American Pie with the black light on the bedsheet. That may give you a bit of an idea, if you know what I mean. Well, no brothel. Do we care? Not really. Well. Oh, what happened there? What the heck? Nephelendel-C? What the? Underwent... Oh, we also removed Winded from her. That's pretty good, actually. Indeed, because that could lower her speed if she was hurt, but... What the hell? Just... I don't get that, but look at our tavern looking all beautiful again. But, I say, I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.